Welcome back to Elite Rentals. I'm James Corwell. Today we're looking at the top 5 yachts built to explore St. Barths. If you enjoy straightforward yacht advice, remember to subscribe for more charter insights, and the link to Elite Rentals is in the description. At number 5, Cinderella. Built by Hargrave, she's about 31 metres in length and typically charters around the $59,000 to $65,000 per week range, plus expenses, depending on the season. Cinderella is an excellent entry luxury option for St. Barths because she combines a shallow draft, comfortable open decks, and a can-do crew who know how to set up quick beach days. Specs that matter here: 4 guest cabins for up to 8 guests, generous interior volume for her size, and 0-speed stabilizers. She's set up with practical water toys that comply with local rules. Think paddleboards, snorkeling gear, and often sea bobs instead of jet skis. There's usually a solid tender for runs into Gustavia, and the crew are experienced with tight dockings and quick turnarounds. From my experience, that's what keeps your day smooth around St. Barths. Why Cinderella belongs on this list: you get a capable, well-run yacht that can anchor comfortably in Colombia, stage an easy lunch ashore at Shell Beach, and tender you into town for dinner without the overhead of a much larger vessel. A small tip here: on a 30-metre yacht, pack soft-sided luggage. Storage is better than you think, but soft bags make cabins feel larger. Next on the list, at number 4, Alandrea by Sunseeker. This is the Sunseeker 131 model, about 40 metres in length, and she typically charters from roughly $160,000 to $170,000 per week, plus expenses. Alandrea is for clients who want that sporty Sunseeker performance with a modern beach club feel. She's quick, stylish, and her main deck flows well from salon to aft deck, ideal for easy tender operations. Key features: 5 cabins for up to 10 guests, 0-speed stabilizers for comfort at anchor, and a strong array of toys that favour St. Barths friendly options. The Sunseeker 131 has a practical transom for boarding tenders, and the crew can set up a safe swim zone off the stern in calm anchorages like Colombier. A detail worth noticing is the deck layout. You've got sun and shade options in each exterior area, which sounds simple but makes a genuine difference during full day trips around the island. Why Alandrea fits St. Barths: she can anchor comfortably off Colombia in settled conditions, zip you into Gustavia for lunch, then stage a sunset stop near Shell Beach with minimal fuss. The slightly larger platform versus a 30-metre class boat gives the crew more room to set up kayaks, S-ups, and snorkel launches without tripping over each other. If you're thinking about planning a charter, Elite Rentals can help you compare yachts like Alandrea with similar 40-metre options. The link is in the description. At number 3, Home by Heezen. This is a 50-metre hybrid super yacht that usually charters around $245,000 per week, plus expenses. Home makes a lot of sense for St. Barths because of 2 things: her exceptionally quiet, low-vibration hybrid cruising, and her efficient shallowish draft for a yacht of this size. That combination is rare. You get a calm ride and better anchoring flexibility than many 50-metre yachts. What stands out? Accommodation for up to 12 guests in 6 cabins. A generous sun deck with shaded dining, and a beach-friendly stern for easy water access. The hybrid system means lower noise while manoeuvring and at low speeds, which pairs well with short hops between Colombier, Shell Beach, and St. Jean. Most first-time charterers don't realise how much sound levels affect the mood on board. A quieter yacht like Home truly changes the experience, especially during dawn departures and late-night returns from Gustavia. From my experience, the crew on yachts like Home excel at rapid tender deployment. St. Barths rewards that. If a last-minute reservation opens up in town, you want a 10-minute pivot, not a half-hour drill. And when the winter swell is up, 0-speed stabilizers help keep the aft platform usable. Why Home ranks here? She blends the range and comfort of a 50-metre with the day-to-day practicality that St. Barths demands. Now moving to one of the standout ultra-luxury options at number 2, Okto by Ice Yachts. She's about 66 metres in length and typically charters in the region of $480,000 per week, plus expenses. Okto is famous for her black mosaic infinity pool on the aft deck, but the reason she's on this St. Barths list goes deeper. She's engineered for quiet, refined operations and has thoughtful deck spaces that work just as well for cocktail hours in Gustavia as they do for relaxed beach days. Core features: accommodation for up to 11 guests, a sleek elevator serving multiple decks, a strong gym setup, and a tender garage designed to move people and gear efficiently. You also get a carefully managed noise and vibration profile. That's a subtle premium detail you feel on transfers between anchorages or while sleeping at anchor. Why Okto is a smart choice around St. Barths: when Gustavia is busy, her crew can stage the day from Colombia, run an elegant tender service into town for lunch or shopping, and then pivot back for a sunset swim with the aft pool warmed and ready. Guests love that pool because it's usable even when the sea is a touch rolly. The shipboard water stays calm. A small tip here: on larger yachts, coordinate your tender plan with your crew the night before. With restaurants like those in Gustavia, clear pickup times save the usual, "Where's my ride?" texts. If you're considering a charter at this level, Elite Rentals creates custom itineraries for every destination and will line up the best available berth or anchorage plan for your dates. You'll find the link in the description. At number 1, Aquila. Built by Director at 85 metres and comprehensively refit at Pendennis, Aquila is one of the Caribbean's definitive charter flagships. She typically charters around $945,000 to £1,000 per week, plus expenses, depending on season and availability. Aquila is ideal for St. Barths when you want the full resort at sea experience while still being nimble with daily plans. What sets Aquila apart? Accommodation for up to 12 guests, an expansive party deck with a large jacuzzi, a glass elevator, a wellness area, a cinema, and an extremely capable tender fleet. The deck design is made for events. Think New Year's Eve fireworks viewed from the upper deck, followed by a late-night return to the anchorage, with everything running smoothly. On a practical level, her crew size allows separate teams for guest service, tenders, toys, and housekeeping, so days flow without compromise. Why Aquila tops this list for St. Barths. Even though she's a large yacht, her operational rhythm works well with the island's scale. You can anchor outside Gustavia during busy weeks, use a comfortable enclosed tender for in-town nights, and still set up a quiet morning in Colombier with paddleboards and snorkeling while the spa team readies treatments on board. A detail worth noticing is how the crew divides the day. While some guests head into town, others can enjoy a private beach setup by tender on a nearby cove, and nobody feels like they're waiting. That's the hallmark of true service. Before we close, a few quick St. Barths tips that apply to all 5 yachts. 1. Book Gustavia early. Berths and even organised tender drop zones fill during peak weeks. If a berth isn't available, a well-run tender service makes anchoring outside just as comfortable. 2. Respect local marine rules. Personal watercraft are heavily restricted, so plan on sea-bobs, e-foils, S-ups, and snorkeling. Your captain will brief you. It keeps everyone safe and within the law. 3. Aim for daylight arrivals at Colombier. The mooring field is manageable, but daylight makes it smoother, and you'll pick a better spot with less swell. 4. Bring reef-safe sunscreen and light-soled deck shoes. It sounds basic, but it protects the reefs and the teak. 5. Communicate daily plans the night before. A 5-minute chat after dinner helps the crew stage toys, time tenders, and choose the right anchorage for your morning swim. To recap the range of budgets and why each choice makes sense here. Cinderella gives you an accessible entry point with a shallow draft and a smart beach setup, around the $59 to $65K per week, plus expenses. Alandrea steps you up to a 40-metre Sunseeker platform for about $170K, adding deck space and a strong tender plan. Home, at roughly $245K, brings hybrid quietness and 50-metre comfort with anchor-friendly efficiency. Okto delivers ultra-luxury polish and that signature aft pool around $480K, designed for elegant days in and out of Gustavia. Aquila sits at the top tier, near $1 million per week, with the staffing and facilities to run simultaneous guest programs without compromise. If you're weighing 2 or 3 of these, Elite Rentals can help you compare real availability windows, actual photos from recent charters, and the fine print that affects your week, like local event calendars, likely swell direction, and where you'll be most comfortable on specific dates. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching. If you're ready to plan your charter, visit Elite Rentals using the link in the description, and don't forget to subscribe for more yacht insights.